We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
On the set. Mike 54. Bam. Shoot.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisions something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
Yeah, no sign of him cooling down at all.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Set. 60 outlaw. Leo. Fight.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards the pickup there.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Down. 30 base. Hard. Check three. Alert three.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing Jones. He's going to let it go. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
We got this at their own 25-yard line.
Ready. Get ready. Mike 54.
Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Check 4.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. On the return, it's Tate. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting to 7.
This is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the counter, Elliott. He'll have a first down past the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Elliott on first down, going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
2nd and 11. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
60 Pittsburgh. Rock it. Check.
A first down carry for Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Go. Hey, exit. Shoot.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the whip.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
To throw on 3rd down. Love. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain it.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Down. 60 outlaw.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G.
Throwing on 1st down. Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Saquon Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Chris Jones on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Barkley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play, so it might as well have not even had the penalty.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? And Barkley will try to punch it in. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And Rosas puts this one through. And that will make the lead now 26. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Left.
The Cowboys
Go.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
It's south, baby. That's baby south.
Right there.
On 3rd down, Love. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On 1st and 10, Love. He's going to sling this deep down. This is caught at the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. I'm coming.
Back to throw. Love. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Marr is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check. 59. Watch the run.
Off the play fake. Love looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter if it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
Now how about the boost the defense gave them?
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on.
Teams always want to send messages. I think that was quite a statement there to start the third quarter.
Yeah, less than a minute in. Already that quick, long strike. They are setting the tone for the second half. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. That one complete to Elliott. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
Well, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
A first down carry by Elliott. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
The tackle by Eric Armstead.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the pass. Squeeze.
Check 6 guys.
Set.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third.
Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
I'm going to come back to you. 54 is Mike. 54. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Operating from the gun. Love. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Again, it's Elliott. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
8 yards there on a first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Watch the slant.
2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7.
Check, 59. Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant.
From the gun, Love. And that's Elliott, complete. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Love. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air on second down. Love. He'll let this go for the and it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen. And he lost the football. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Now.
And they take a knee.
Jones on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
We go. 10 Lobo.
Watch 54, watch 54. Go. Go.
Leaf River.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Jones on the keeper.
So first and second down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And they will take a knee here.
Jones on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
Down. 60 yards.
I got you. I got you.
Hit it.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
2nd and 1. And there's Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down there on a pickup at 25. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. To throw on 2nd down. Love. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Looking to throw. Love. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his routes so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case,
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Get that ball. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch QB drop.
From the gun, Love. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they were right on target there with a fade to get the 2.
It seems like a low percentage play, doesn't it? Because you're throwing it into a tough spot, and there's not much room to come down. But when you have a really athletic receiver and a quarterback with touch, it's hard to defend.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Cowboys' 39-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hard. Shoot.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Go now. 70, Indy. I want that. Ready?
Now Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Break. Come on, guys. 55. Down to lose 1. Double tight. 4 down.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Check. Watch 54. Look at me. Go.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put